Hey, I was sitting here, waiting on my car to be serviced, and I was like, I should record this and share this because I know there are more people that probably need to hear this. And so I was on social media. I follow this one particular coach who I found him. He was on Clubhouse back when Clubhouse was, popping. And brilliant branding coach, strategist, really helping you to get clear on your niche and get clear on what you do and who you're called to serve. And I noticed for months that he hadn't posted on Instagram, but I saw that he had a birthday recently, so I told him, happy belated birthday, and that you are definitely missed out here, because again, he hadn't been sharing his phenomenal content. And so he ended up responding back, and what he said, I was like, wow, because you may see people who are brilliant, just absolutely like you are gifted in this, like you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, and you see someone like at the top. But even those people at the top, aren't always, they don't feel as if like they are at the top or worthy of the top. And so his message, definitely thank him for the birthday wishes and, just say and appreciated the message because he was in a season where he just felt as if he wasn't good enough, or he, after just mistakes in business where he, you start to feel kind of inadequate, or maybe you aren't who people think you are, and that whole imposter syndrome where you're like, okay, maybe people will find me out, or I see other people doing better than me. You already see someone at level 100, but they may look and see someone at level 500 and feel as if they don't have it, or they are missing out, or they will be discovered as if, people see me as this amazing person, but really I'm out here and I don't know what I'm doing. And we all are like that. And so even you who may be new in business or new at a job, or, you may be at a level where you feel like, okay, I should not be here. Like, I should not be here. I am a fraud. I don't know enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not perfect enough. I don't have as many followers. I don't have as many customers. I don't have as many products. I don't have as much experience. And you say all of these things to discredit yourself and disqualify yourself, when in all actuality, you are there for a reason. Like, you have that job because someone saw you as being good enough. You have this business and you have these clients, you have these programs because you are good enough. And a slow season does not make you a fraud. Being on a high at one point and then, being in a season where business may not be booming, it doesn't mean that, okay, you need to close the doors on your business. Okay, and maybe this isn't for you. Sometimes in seasons, sometimes we may be in a season where God is wanting us to reel it in, to maybe switch up the method, or maybe, switch our focus, because I don't always believe that, you can have balance in everything at all times. Like, speaking for myself, being a wife, being a mom, being in business, having, multiple businesses and having other priorities, in ministry and all the things. In every season, everything may not be balanced. In some seasons, I may be running and focused on this. And so even for myself in business, taking a step back in business in some seasons so that I can focus on family, focus on my boys, focus on my marriage, focus on my household, so that maybe, my husband's business is the one that we're focusing and pushing. And then, or maybe in one season, it is, my business we're focused and pushing. And we are finding what works for our family dynamic in different seasons. And so I could be like, well, can I get back to that level in business, and talk myself out of trying something new or trying it again, because I decided in a season to focus on my babies, to focus on marriage, to focus on ministry, or just to focus on what is God saying in this season. And again, but don't get so stuck in I'm waiting on what God is saying that you aren't doing something, okay? That it gets you from sharing something, whether it's content whether it is working your business more behind the scenes, whether it is, reading and learning and really growing in your craft, in your whatever it is that you are called. So whether it is a service or it is a product, maybe it's you switching things up when it comes to your product line, or adding a different service, or maybe again taking on and getting more clear on who you're called to serve. Sometimes in seasons in life, it may be a shift because of the strategies or the systems. What got you to a level at one point may not be the thing that gets you to that next level. So sometimes it's reeling in to hear from Holy Spirit to say to you, try this way, try it again, but do it different. So a slower season, or a season where you may feel as if like everyone else may be booming, ask Holy Spirit, what are you supposed to be learning? God, what are you teaching? What are you showing me? Help me to see as you see. Who are you calling me to serve? And you don't want to get to a point where you get so frustrated that you completely change up to something that, okay, well, I see other people growing and booming and sailing and doing all the things, so maybe I should be doing this too. That it gets you out of position and causes you to be out of alignment with what God has called you to do. Okay. And so it may not be that particular time where you see the boom, but maybe it's the time where he is giving you new blueprints and new strategies and new formulas, so that when you go back on the scene and you go harder and you do that run and you do that push, that what at one point would have taken you 5 months, God can do for you in 5 weeks or 5 days. Okay. So when you have Holy Spirit with you, working and going before you, working alongside of you, business is different. Your career is different. Like it's supernatural success. And so, but don't allow those slow seasons to cause you to completely shift to a point where you are out of alignment, not in position for when God is like, okay, I'm moving. Okay, it's your time. Okay, I've called you to do this. And again, you are part of someone else's journey, someone else's story. And so when God is moving them forward and you are not in position, to help them move forward, you being out of position could be a hindrance to someone else. Or maybe when God is pushing someone else forward, because you are in position, because you are committed, because you are consistent, it automatically favors you because you stuck with it. But don't ever get to a point where you find yourself completely shut down, completely just hanging up your hat, completely just closing the doors and stopping, so that people don't even see that your business is open. People don't even see that you have a product, that you have a service, that you have something that could help someone else. Because again, it could just take one person to completely change your business, to completely change your current situation. It could take one person speaking your name in a room, one person sharing your post, one person purchasing your product and spreading the word to everyone. It could be one person joining with you in business that could completely change, again, your business, partnering with you and putting you at a level that would have taken you months. And so don't, again, allow that one season or one mistake to cause you to miss out on that supernatural success. Again, we all have those moments where we feel as if like, okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe am I good enough? Like, was I one hit wonder? Like, okay, everyone bought from me in the beginning, but no one, like, we all have those moments, but don't allow it, sorry, to cause you to completely shut down and miss out on the harvest that God has for you. So hope this encouraged and helped someone. We all are out here just figuring it out. But invite Holy Spirit into your business plans every single day. And just know that God has called you to something bigger, like something bigger that you could ever imagine. And so get that vision that you have. Know that God has something even bigger than that vision. Get that vision. Focus on what you love doing, what you're called to do, what you're gifted in. Who do you love working with? What do you know that you can do that you love doing that could be of service to someone? And just start there. Like, even if it's one thing, start there, but don't completely give up, because it could be that next step that next move, that next post, that next live video, that next podcast, that next email, whatever it is that you are sitting on, that could be the game changer. Welcome to Poise, Purpose, and Profits. This is a show curated for women of faith in business. I am your host, Jennifer Nivens. I am a digital marketing consultant, and I specialize in social marketing and sales strategy for new entrepreneurs. Each week, I'll be bringing you practical tips, strategies, and encouragement to help you walk confidently in your gifts and serve your way to success. This space is for the female entrepreneur, the mompreneur who is looking to build a profitable brand and business with poise and purposefulness. Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast.